Losers. Losers. Piss ants, cockroaches, dirty little peasants, and zombies. Demons!
Losers.
Losers! Losers! Shut the fuck up and burn! 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 Shh, peasants. Shh. I am the Raven King. I can do anything. Anything! Anything!
Shh. Ha. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. Mental gymnastics and mental projections. What's this all about? What are mental gymnastics? It is what it sounds like, except it's surreal. It's not gymnastics on a gym floor or a mat or female gymnastics on a pommel horse or this or that, or on the rings, the male gymnastics, or the, what do they call it, balance beam. It's different. It's different than swinging around on the bar and doing flips, or doing flips on a mat. It's different, yet it's similar. It's in the mind. It's in the mind. Now, is the mind the same thing as spiritual consciousness? I would argue it's probably different. Probably. Do I have concrete proof of that at this point? No. May I one day? Maybe. It's undetermined at this point in time, but maybe. Mental gymnastics in this matrix. Sometimes it's difficult to tell what is from you and what is planted into you, beamed into you, downloaded into you. There's a lot of frequencies and interference and mind control going on in this realm. There are entities that fuck with beings. But when it's you, let's say it's you, when it's just you, your thoughts, your mental gymnastics, you're doing all these flips to justify this realm and say, well, it's not a hell realm. We have motorcycles and chewing tobacco. We have video games. We have water parks with water slides. We have roller coasters. We have airplanes and helicopters. We can fly in a plane from here to France. We can go to Paris. We can go to London, UK. We could go to Germany or Poland. We could fly from here to Finland or Sweden. Or go visit Howdy McCoskey in Norway. You could go down under to Australia or New Zealand or Tasmania. We could go to fucking Tahiti or Hawaii. You could go back and forth to California, Florida, Montana, out to British Columbia, to Vancouver. You can go across the country. You can go across the world. The world. You can go on a cruise ship. You can go swimming. You can go hiking in the mountains. We have technology. It can't be a hell realm. You have an iPhone in your pocket or in your hand right now. How could this be a hell realm? I don't care if you have an iPhone, an Android, or what the fuck you have. Hell realm. We can see beauty. We can feel love. We can fall in love. We can have fun. We can play games. We can laugh. How could this be a hell realm? So all the mental gymnastics start. And that's what humans are good at. Mental gymnastics, making excuses, justifying, flipping around, doing anything to avoid facing the truth. You'll do the mental gymnastics not to look at the darkness, the evil, the lies, the disease, the pain, the suffering built into the system, built right into the design. Built right into the design, baked right into the cake. It's part of the recipe for this realm. With a cake, you need a recipe, or most people do. Even if you're baking something completely from scratch, you need to know how many eggs go in it. And let's say how much flour and how much baking powder. I don't know how to bake, but I'm just thinking back to watching my mom when she used to bake. And she'd make pies and make her own pastry from scratch. And she'd make Dutch apple pie was one of my favorites, and rhubarb custard pie. Favorite, the tartness with the sweetness of the custard. It's delicious. Elderberry pie she used to bake. She loved to bake pies, and also tapioca pudding, rice pudding in the oven, baked, the baked kind. Oh, it was delicious, man. Delicious. And she would bake certain cakes as well, but she preferred to bake pies. But in terms of cakes, she used to bake what was called a Christmas cake. She also made Christmas pudding at Christmas time. Now, a lot of ingredients went into that Christmas cake. It would take a lot of work to bake, to put it together and mix it. Mixed by hand. There's a little bit of booze in there, a little bit of rum or brandy she'd put in there. And lots of different kinds of fruit. And it was actually delicious. It was nothing like those gross store-bought cakes that people say they hate that cake. No, if you tried my mom's aged fruit cake, Christmas cake, it was delicious. No icing on top. It was rich but not overly sweet. It had a bit of a boozy flavor to it. Not tons of booze, but in it. But just enough. And it would be aged in the cold. Oh, man, it was good. The whole family wanted her to bake a loaf for them, a loaf for someone else. She would make tons of them and give them away at Christmas to the people that requested that she make one for them. Certain family members of hers didn't know how to bake at all. But once it's baked into the cake, it's baked into the cake. You can't undo it. Once the cake rises, it sets, you take it out to cool, and then we would really cool it down in a cooler area, a cold cellar. All right? So it wouldn't be sitting at room temperature. Be in a very cool, dark place, covered up, and to age. And it was delicious. But once the cake is baked, it's baked. Everything's ingredients are all mixed and baked in. You can't take it out. What's baked into the cake of this realm is pain, disease, suffering. You can't avoid it. You're going to suffer mentally, emotionally, physically, some way here. Whether it's just a cold, the flu, a broken arm, broken leg, broken thumb, broken finger, maybe a broken toe. You might get an infection from a cut. There's so many ways that you can suffer here. You will suffer eventually if you stay here long enough. It's unavoidable. And it's irrefutable. It's undeniable that this suffering goes on here with everyone. Doesn't matter if you're rich, you're poor, male, female, where you live. You could live in the UK, you could live in Canada, you could live in Iceland or Australia or New Zealand, anywhere, United States. You're going to suffer. Not because I say so, but because it's part of the design. It's built into the cake. It's how this place is designed to be. You will also age. Again, undeniable, built in. You will witness suffering of others, atrocities, disasters. Even if you're not there, the media will share it with you. Or people will show you videos and pictures of hurricanes, tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, people dying in hospitals, in hospices, trauma, deceptions, betrayals, heartbreak, It's all part of this realm. Sickness, disease, unavoidable. It's baked into the cake. Part of this system. You can't fix it. It's the way it is. It's designed this way. So what most people do is mental gymnastics. They hear that. They start flipping and flopping around in their mind and saying, no, Jesus saves. I need Jesus. He's going to save me. UFO Jesus is going to come back and save us. The aliens are hovering in orbit right now, they say. The mothership is here. It's been watching us for the past 200 years. They're going to intervene and help us one day. People do mental gymnastics. They make up stupid shit and excuses in their minds. And they also do mental projections. They'll project when they hear a truth speaker like me and say, he's evil. He's saying this is a hell realm. He's promoting a hell realm, as Jack Talcott said. He's, quote, promoting a hell realm. I'm not promoting a hell realm. I'm describing what I see. I'm describing what's observably true. Just like if I observed a sunset. I said, wow, look at that beautiful, colorful sunset. So vibrant. Red and orange sky with little streaks of maybe yellow and purple and gold and violet. Maybe there's some indigo. Beautiful. You're promoting a sunset. No, I'm not. I'm pointing out what I see. It's right there. It's right there. If I'm standing on the shore of one of the Great Lakes, Lake Superior, the largest of the Great Lakes, and the Great Lakes are the biggest lakes in the world. Freshwater lakes. Wow, look at how massive the lake is, and there's waves. You're promoting the Great Lakes. You're promoting a Lake Superior. I'm promoting it. I'm just mentioning what I see, what I observe, and what I know and what I experience. I'm not promoting. If I mention an evil killer, you're promoting evil killers. You're promoting Jeffrey Dahmer. Let's say that was real and not a psyop. Let's say it was real. Or Charles Manson. Or Berkowitz, that Jewish son of Sam. I'm not promoting. Giving facts is not promoting. This is a hell realm. Me saying that is not promoting it. So they use words that are inaccurate, that are laughable, that are stupid, that make them sound ignorant and dishonest. Jack Talcott's one example. He's not the only one. Landry's like that. Paul the Slave is like that. There's many of them. Creepy Keith Sorelli's like that. Jeremiah Finkelstein's that way. Joshua S. John, that gin sells that way. Chrissy Pissy is that way. Lots of them. Lots of them. They lie. They do mental projections. Mushroom is that way. There's plenty of them that way. Plenty of them. They project. They don't face the truth. They can't handle the truth. They can't look at this realm and admit to what it is and the way it works and the way it's designed, and that there are things here that are built into the design that you can't fix any more than you can quote unquote fix a brand new bicycle that's assembled and working fine and tested and rides fine. It's a bike. You can't quote unquote fix it into being a 747 jet with over 1 million parts and jet engines and wings, because it's a bicycle. It isn't broken. It's working as designed, as it's built to be. It's operating the way it's meant to, with bicycle tires and pedals and handlebars, a frame and a seat and a chain. That's what it is. You can't quote unquote fix it. It's not broken. You can't fix it because it isn't broken. You can't fix it to be what it isn't because it isn't broken. You can hop on that bike seat, put your feet on the pedals and ride, and it works. It's doing what it's meant to do. It's meant to be a bicycle. This realm is meant to be a hell realm. It's designed to be this way, as far as you or anyone can tell. No one has any proof otherwise that it was designed to be something other than this. It seems to be operating as it's designed to be. Now start thinking and say, yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. And they talk about fixing it. Well, it isn't broken. How are you going to, quote unquote, make it into something else or, quote, fix it? It isn't broken. So some of you believe you're going to change the design of it. Well, it's baked into the cake. Hurricanes, earthquakes, tornadoes, great floods, volcanic eruptions, firestorms, tsunamis. How are you going to fix that? Thunderstorms, lightning that kills people every year. Lightning that starts forest fires and kills countless animals in the forest, anywhere. How are you going to fix that? Remember the fires a few years ago in Australia? How are you going to fix that? This place is designed that way. I know you don't like it, but some of you try to change things. You do the mental gymnastics. You don't like it, so you pretend it isn't true based on your feelings. Your feelings don't change the fucking truth of this realm. So you better toughen up, cupcake, and grow up. Your feelings, your little feelings, leftist feelings like mushroom, don't change the reality of this realm. One bit. Your feelings don't change the design. Your feelings can say, I don't like evil. And then you'll say in your mind, evil doesn't exist because I don't like it. Well, that doesn't work. Evil does exist. It not only exists, it rules this realm. It's in power in this realm. It doesn't just exist. It's in power positions. Power positions. That's what it is in this place. Evil rules this realm. It isn't just here. It rules it. It dominates. I don't agree. I don't like it, but it does. I'm speaking the truth. Some of you are confused. You think that your feelings, if you don't like something, you'll say, that doesn't feel good, therefore it isn't true. Because you're messed up, you're weak, you're dishonest, you're zombies, you're cockroaches, you're piss ants, you're liars. You lie to yourself and then you project and lie to others and project, oh, they must be evil because they're talking about evil. I'm exposing evil. I don't promote evil. I expose it. I do what most are too weak to do in this realm. They won't speak against evil or expose evil because they fear evil and they're weaklings. They'd rather stand with evil and go along with it. And that's what many of you do. They call yourselves truthers and mainstream people, normies, zombies, truthers. The majority in this realm follow evil. They go along with it. So they belong here because they're immoral, demonic beings. And they do the mental gymnastics to say, oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not mean like King Stephen. I won't say someone has a big nose, a big schnoz, so I'm good. Well, actually, you're not. You're following evil, violent creatures, evil creatures that do evil crimes, including spiritual crimes, extortion, death threats, threats of violence, threats to call police, all these sorts of things. You're following evil. You can tell yourself in your mind with your mental gymnastics, oh, I'm good. Oh, I'm good. I'm good, though. I don't make fun of people's looks. Yeah, you do far worse than making fun of anybody's teeth or their big nose or their snake eyes. You do far worse than that. Besides, what I'm saying is true. If someone has a great big schnoz, I'm free to say that, and it's true. Does the truth bother you? Does the truth upset you? Does the truth trigger you and make you violent when you hear the truth, you demons? You project your evil onto me and to others. You say, we're evil. No, that's a projection. That's a mental projection by you. You demons, you cockroaches that project. That's what Jack Talcott does, and others, but he's a great example. He's mental. He's narcissistic. He gaslights. He does evil shit. He plays demon games. Then he projects, calls himself a man of love and peace, and calls me evil. And calls me a liar. Never any proof, though. He says, well, you're a liar. Show me proof. Give me an example. Show me evidence to back up that claim. What have I lied about? What have I lied about, Jackie boy? Clip this. Send it to him. I'm not afraid of Talcott or anyone else. Let him see it. Let him hear it. Clip this if you want to. His lurking fans. Go ahead. Send it to him. Email it to him. He's lied on his show saying he would destroy me, he would choke me. I emailed him saying, come on, bring it on. I'll pay for your flight here. He said he's not interested. Well, you pretend in public on your show to be interested. And then when called out on your bluff, you won't come and do it. Come and do it. Challenged him for months. Come and do it. $1,000. Someone else will have the money right in their hand. Cash money, US dollars, $1,000 in $100 bills. You choke me unconscious or knock me out, the person will hand you the cash and say, here, Jack, you won. You earned it. You did what you said you could do. I know you can't do it. I know you can't do it. I'm so confident I would let you have a free shot right in my face and you couldn't knock me out. But be ready, I hit back. That's the other part. That's the part you fear. You don't want a guy like me swinging back at you. You don't want a broken jaw, do you? I offered to pay for your travel insurance, which is health coverage if you leave the country. I'll pay for at least a week so that as long as you're in the country, you're covered. You don't want to do it. You want no part of it. You're not the only one. There's a bunch of you fakes, frauds, pretenders. You have big mouths. You do these mental gymnastics believing yourselves to be tough while you're talking, but you're not. You're not tough. You're not Viking strong. You're not a Canadian lumberjack. You can't hoist tree trunks over your shoulder and carry them around. You can't do anything. You have pillows for hands. But you have big mouths. I'm surprised a lot of them have teeth left. I really am, with the way they talk. With their big mouths. I'm surprised these demons have made it to that age with their teeth intact. It makes sense when they have dentures, because somebody's probably knocked their teeth out at some point, like Lou Bass or others. I suspect that's probably what happened to him and others that have dentures in their 40s or 50s. Maybe they had them in their 30s. Maybe their teeth were smashed out. That makes sense with the way they talk online, if they spoke that way in person. A lot of demons have great big mouths, great big egos, and they are little piss ants. They do mental gymnastics to pretend that there's something else. They do mental gymnastics every day. And they do mental projection. They project onto others. And then they twist it around saying, that's you, with their little thing, like Paulie does. He says, I kick people off my show and I play demon games. No, that's you, Paul. It's not me. It's you. And he'll say, that's you. No, it isn't. It doesn't apply to me at all. You could come on my show one-on-one. You won't do it. Neither will Jack and others. You're cowards. That's you. You're cowards. And I call out the demons, which is what they can't take. They can't take being called out this way. Mental gymnastics is avoidance and denial of reality. It's twisting things in your mind, which is why I showed those dark images. Because it is dark. They have a dark psyche. They twist things in order not to face the truth of reality and to avoid facing the truth of themselves, what they are, how they behave, where they are. They twist and do backflips to avoid facing themselves and facing this realm and facing the truth that others show and share and prove. They do mental gymnastics to avoid facing the truth. They do anything they can to turn away from it and to avoid it and to deflect and to try to escape from it. They do mental gymnastics when you tell them how the Jesus story is ridiculous. How a lot of their beliefs are ridiculous. They're not going to create world peace. They're not going to end all wars. It's a multi-trillion-dollar industry, war. Thousands of corporations, companies involved in the war industry, the war machine. Thousands of companies and millions of people working in it. Millions. Huge companies like Lockheed Martin and Boeing, for example, and Raytheon and all these weapons companies and jet fighter companies that build jets and build battleships and aircraft carriers and helicopters and missiles worldwide. It's a multi-trillion-dollar industry. You will never shut that down. If anyone even got an inkling of being a little bit close to doing anything, they would just erase you and you'd vanish. They would have you taken out. Nobody would know what happened to you. You'd just vanish. You'd disappear. That's all. Trillions of dollars on the line, millions of jobs, huge companies, CEOs, Team Evil, demons. They're not going to go, we didn't think of world peace. They would just erase you. You'll never have world peace in this realm if they don't want it. You'll never stop all wars if they don't want to. Never. And it's about more than profit. But even just the trillions of dollars in itself, it's also a blood sacrifice, a blood ritual. They sacrifice human lives for rituals. Wars are human sacrifices. Modern day. They did in the Aztec times, and they still do today. They still do. The Mayans, the Aztecs, they still do it. War, as they say, war. Those are blood rituals. Those are human sacrifices. Blood, involving blood, death, pain, suffering. Quote unquote, loosh, you could call it. It's beyond money, oil, resources, land. It's bigger than that. It's spiritual. And people do mental gymnastics. Oh, it's all just about oil and land, and we're just fighting over oil, and war is about money. All wars are about money. They're about billionaires and bankers. It's bigger than that. It's spiritual. It's a spiritual battle. Blood rituals, human sacrifices. That's what wars are. Do you get it? Do you understand? You starting to understand how this place works? This realm you're in? You're not in a good place, and mental gymnastics won't help you. That will just anchor you to this realm. The more that you avoid facing the truth, the more you get tangled up in barbed wire. You get tangled up in your own mess of mental gymnastics. You get all wrapped up in it and all twisted up. And you struggle and struggle. Instead of facing the truth, you struggle against it. That's what most people do in this realm. They resist the truth, and they follow the lies and liars. They follow evil, which keeps them here. It anchors you to this realm. Maybe you should try something different if that's what you're doing. Are you strong enough to try something different? Are you strong enough to try something different? You're in a hell realm of evil, pain, suffering, disease, lies, conspiracies, deceptions, psyops, sky high. What are you going to do? Pretend you aren't? You're going to be weak and do mental gymnastics? What are you going to do? Where do you stand? Where do you stand? What are you going to do? Are you going to stand against evil? Or are you going to pretend it isn't evil? You're going to pretend evil's good, and you're going to pretend good spirits like me are evil. You're going to twist things. Are you going to warp things? Are you going to do mental gymnastics? Are you going to do mental projection? Are you going to be weak and fearful? Are you going to be a zombie follower, led to the slaughter? Are you going to stay in this realm? Or are you going to make yourself stronger and more moral and strengthen your spirit and empower your spirit and choose freedom? Are you going to choose freedom? Are you going to choose the truth? Are you going to choose wisely? Or are you going to anchor yourself here by following evil? It's your choice. It's your choice. Stop doing mental gymnastics. Stop pretending this place is something other than what it actually is. Start facing the truth of where you are. That would be a great start. To start facing the truth of where you are. That would be a fantastic start. It really would. Is that what you're going to do? You're going to have to face where you are. You're going to have to choose at some point. You will have to choose what you do, where you stand. You're going to have to choose to stand against evil or to support it, to stay here or to leave. You're going to have some choices to make. You should start making those choices now and not wait to the last minute. That's what I would advise you to do. But that's up to you. That's not up to me. That's up to you. What are you going to do? What are you going to choose? Stop doing the mental gymnastics. Try to face the reality of this realm, as dark as it is, the way that it is. Face what it is. Face reality as it is. Observe reality and face it with courage, with strength, with honest spiritual eyes. Face where you are. Face where you are and face what this realm is a great place to start. It truly is. So a lot of things are up to you. No matter how bad this place is and all the evil shit it does, you still have choices. You can choose to stand with evil, or you can choose to stand against evil. That's up to you. You do have choices. You can choose to be a slave and be ruled over by lords, masters, gods, so-called gods, deities. Makes you a slave. Or you can choose freedom, choose to be sovereign, choose to stand against evil, choose to expose evil. You have some choices here and now, while you're here in this matrix, in this sewer matrix. You still have some choices here. And I hope that you choose wisely. That's my hope for you. Thank you for watching, everyone. Mad love and strength to all good, true, caring spirits. Mad love and Viking strength to you. Choose wisely. Choose freedom. Choose freedom.